Well, I got this um, AC30 back, and I mean, oh man, I love it. Like this is the amp. Seriously. So here's a bag of mostly capacitors that have been replaced, and you can see kind of, this one went there. Maybe can I bring this down a little bit? Let me give me a second. And I'll see if I can get a little bit better. I don't want to get. There we go. That's a little bit better view, I guess. So yeah, this is the that dual 16 can cap that goes right there, and just part availability, price, all that kind of stuff. Um, he couldn't get a replacement that looked just like this. So, there's two capacitors underneath, and I'll show you in a second. For aesthetic purposes, I could always reattach it, but this is useless. It's not a functional part at this point. And so the rest of the components, they're underneath and on the other side. We'll get a view of that. There was also the light, or the little lamp bulb, which was changed out. And here's the other one from the the gut side, the dual 8. And they have, by the way, that TM, as far as my research indicates, is a late 1962 date code. I can't see if there's anything in here. I suppose I could unscrew that. I'm not going to fiddle around with this right now, but it's probably consistent. There's another date code on a pot that's the same. And here's the 250. What's this? We got, this is the what is this? 16? Sorry, I know the lighting and everything. One of these. This is not the WEMA. This is the 25 TOC, I think. TOC or TDC. I think it's TOC. And here's another one. Little blue guy here, which I think was I think this part was a previous, the amp had been serviced before by the previous owner, and this looks like maybe one of those. $22, 63 volts. All right. Let's see what else we got in here. Handful of resistors. It's, you know, I'm not going to go through and tell you what value is what, but here's one of the this is one of the definitely original old. Come on, if we can get a focus on that. Anyway, also the original, or at least, you know, I don't know if it was the original, but British European plug, which this is what happened in shipping. So, you know, shipping amps, it's a risky game. Things can happen. I mean, this wasn't going to be used anyway, so it's like, okay, no big deal. But all right, so while I'm, you know, I want to point out something, and the original tubes, and actually, which leads me to my well, hardly original, but older tubes. These are not original. I can probably just kind of throw these in. Oh, all right, and get one more out of there. So while we're on the subject of tubes, all right, this is the Mazda. We got a Mazda here. Not sure what that is exactly. And this was the Mullard. I think this was a Mullard. It's based on the seam, and oh nope, Cormor. Kind of see it at the top up there, which who knows, maybe Mullard made them. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know enough about tubes to, but you know, not all Mullards, or you know, not just Mullards had that seam. And yeah, here's another. Okay, this was the Mullard. Yeah, this was the Mullard. Again, got the seam, and you can kind of see the made in somewhere, but yeah, and you can kind of faintly see up there. But anyway, so older tubes that, you know, definitely needed replacing. So also, you know, again, cost and everything. You know, there's JJs, but for JJs, you know, when you go for the cheaper tube option, still costs you about $80, $90, you know, for 4 of them. Fortunately, I didn't need to have any of the preamps replaced, which went through in a previous video. And there's a variety in here. Some are older than others. Got electroharmonics there. What do we got here? Dicron, I think that's what that says. I know there's a TAD somewhere. Yep, here's the TAD. Get back in there. And made in England. Not sure what this one is. Oh, that's the Mazda. You got a Mazda made in England. Okay. And what do we have here? Is that the Mullard? No, there are no Mullards. 7025, made in Russia. Oh, Sovtek. That's a Sovtek. All right, and that rectifier is just it's a mystery. It's a mystery rectifier. Lindahl Tube 3, which, from what I understand, Lindahls were just, they were something else. Like they've been rebranded, and they don't have a very good reputation, apparently. But you know what? That tube survived some things, so it's fine for now. I've got some spares. I've got some spare JJs, GZ34s in the event that I need. But for now, that's working. So let me just kind of flip this around real quick. And let's see if I can get a better. Okay, so sorry about the lighting. It's a little, shiny, but we're going to go a little closer here. First of all, I just want to say real quick, I put these cage nuts in. They were missing. And without a cage nut tool, which I don't think would have helped much anyway, these were such a pain in the ass to get in there. Yeah. All right. So just, taking a look through here at, and you can see some of the replacements, MODs, which they look really good, don't they? And there's that date code I was talking about, that KJ. So this is the Vibe Trem is not working. There's no effect. The channel's usable in that you can plug into it, and you get a different kind of sound than the other two channels, but you don't have the effect. And it's missing the, basically the part that goes on the wiper thing. So, that's to be addressed later. We already, I already did like a kind of show and tell of this side, but I really wanted to look can get this side and we're gonna get a better view of that. Okay, so this is the side that you don't see a whole lot, and there's a good reason for it. It's not the most easy side to show, just because how the chassis is constructed. You kind of gotta, unless you got like a good way to prop it up, you kind of gotta hold it with one hand. Um, so, but here you can see, those new capacitors, and what looks like, yeah, I think this is where the resistors, sorry, dust. I've always been curious about the signatures on these, which I'm not sure if that was, from the factory or a previous owner or a previous tech, but it looks like it's been written in pen. And I think the factory workers' signatures were all in pencil. So that's why I think it might not be a factory. Not only that, but I've never seen M Lam on an amp. On the JMIs, you usually see that like DP or Tessa or the Teresa or the Lessa, or yeah, I'm not sure. Can't remember exactly how that other name is, but those are the ones that I've seen. Never seen M Lam. And yeah, you know what? I don't know. I don't know for sure if they're the original ones were in pencil either. So don't take that to the bank. But yeah, and yeah, you know what? It's not the transformers. They don't look as good as some other old JMI Vox AC30s. But hey, it works. I think it sounds good, and they're they are original. So just because they don't look that good doesn't mean they don't work. Yeah. So um, I think that about does it. I'm gonna put this thing back together. All right.